Welcome to part 2 of this 3-part series. All these sizes can be achieved by following the advice given in this video. Written instructions can be purchased from the website. Don't forget to share your photos via social media and make sure you subscribe to my channel, and that way you'll never miss a stitch. I'm Maria May from the Casting On Couch, so let's begin. For this project I'm using Rowan's Cotton Glace 4-ply yarn, so for results similar to mine, ensure to marry the ball band tension. So row 25, first of all purl 4, so we're working a wrong side row. And it is in fact very fiddly to be picking stitches up on a wrong side row, but we'll take our time. Now for our first 6 stitches, can you see there are like what I call tighter legs and then looser legs, and I'm going to go into the sort of longer looking looser legs in order to pick up, and I'm going to go into the back. That's going to be my first stitch that I pick up purl-wise, and it's very fiddly. And then where I need an additional stitch, I will use the tighter legs to make up any shortfall. So again, I'm going, I hope you can see that clearly, going in to the back in order to purl and pick up. Like so, so that's 2. Now here's a nice little, what I call a tight leg, and I may even use my left needle in order to sort of enlarge the stitch before I go into it. So that's 3. Four, 5, 6. So when I've gone through this marker, I will have got my first 6 stitches. And don't forget we've got 4 binding stitches, 2, 4, 6 picked up stitches. So now we want to carry on in sets of 6 until we meet the main part of the work, where you can see, look, our little stitch there with its wrap. So what I want you to do is to keep going, picking up those stitches, take your time. So let's do another 6. 1, and just go as evenly as you can. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So if I just flip that over, you can see how nice and neat that's going to look. So carry on and then join me in a moment. So here I have 36 picked up stitches now, plus the 4 at the end. So that's the 4 at the end. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36. So I'm going to remove these markers, they're no longer needed. Now we're at our stitch with the wrap. And what I do is, first of all, I slip the stitch, and can you see this little bar that goes sort of around the stitch? That's the wrap that we did previously. So there it is, nicely kind of hiding. So pick that up with the left needle, and at the same time slip the original stitch back over, and we're now going to purl the two things together, and that would be purling the stitch with its wrap very carefully, and that helps conceal what would otherwise be holes where partial rows have occurred. So next, very importantly, we want to start using a marker, so get that in position now. Yarn to the back, knit 2. This marker is very important because it will remind you on a wrong side row that after the marker you must knit 2, very important. Now for the balance of the row, I want you to purl into the end, and then that would complete this very unusual row. So that's row 25. Double check that you have a total of 71 stitches before we go on to the next stage. Now for row 26, this is going to be a partial row, so all will be revealed. First of all, slip 1, knit 2, and then knit right by going into that right leg or the purl knob of the next stitch, knitting the parent stitch that it came from. Knit 21, 1, 2, 3, 4, 19, 20, 21, knit left, so knit 1, then go into the third row left leg of the stitch to complete that knit left. Knit 4 to the marker, 1, 2, 3, 4. Slip that marker over. Knit 2, and then wrap and turn, so bring the yarn to the front, slip the next stitch, yarn to the back, slip the stitch back over again, and then turn the work for the next row. So that's so that we don't get holes in our work later on. Row 27, purl 2 to the marker, and next knit 2, so remember to knit those 2 stitches, purl to the end of the row. Row 28, we're going to slip 1 to begin with and knit 2, then knit right, so create that right leaning increase, knit 23, 1, 2, 3, 4, 21, 22, 23, next knit left, so knit 1 and create a left leaning increase, knit 4 to the marker, 1, 2, 3, 4, knit 2, and next I want you to knit the next stitch with its wrap. So I'm slipping it first onto the right needle, and I am picking up the wrap, then slipping the stitch back over to the left needle and knitting the next stitch with its wrap. Next, wrap and turn. So again I'm bringing the yarn to the front, slipping the next stitch, taking the yarn to the back and slipping it back over and turning the work. Row 29 now, purl 3 to the marker, 1, 2, 3, knit 2 and purl to the end. Row 30, slip 1, knit 2 and then form a knit right increase and knit 25. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 23, 24, 25. Next, knit a left leaning increase. So 1, 2, going into the third row, left leg, knit left, knit 4 to the marker, 1, 2, 3, 4, then knit another 3, 1, 2, 3. We want to knit the next stitch with its wrap, like so. So knit the next stitch with its wrap and then wrap and turn, bringing the yarn to the front. So wrapping and turning there, then turning the work over to the wrong side. So that's row 30. Row 31. Just pull that in a little. Purl 4 to the marker, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then when you get to the marker we want to knit 2 and then purl the remainder of the row, and that will be row 31. Row 32, slip 1 and knit 2, knit right, so a knit right increase, and knit 27, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 25, 26, 27. Next, knit left, so knitting 1 first, going into the left leg to create a left leaning increase. Knit 4 to the marker, 1, 2, 3, 4, knit another 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, knit the next stitch with its wrap, and wrap and turn. So row 33, purl 5 to the marker. Now I'm going to pay attention to this here where I'm wrapping round, making sure that it's not too loose or too tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Move over the marker. And that's just a reminder to tell you knit the next 2 stitches. 1, 2, and purl the remaining stitches. Row 34, again slip 1, the usual beginning, knit 2, knit right, create your right leaning increase there, and knit 29, 1, 2, 3, 4, 27, 28, 29, knit left, so knit 1, 1, 2, 3, form your left leaning increase there, knit 4 to the marker, 1, 2, 3, 4, knit another 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and knit the next stitch with its wrap. So I'm grabbing the wrap and working it together like so, and then bringing the yarn forward to do a wrap and turn like so. So that's row 34. Row 35, purl 6 to the marker and just pull in that yarn enough so it's not too tight or too loose. After purling 6, remember, knit 2 and then purl to the end of the row, and that's row 35. Row 36, slip 1, knit 2, then knit right. Next, knit 31, 1, 2, 3, 4, 30, 31, and then knit left, knit 4 to the marker, knit a further 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, knit the next stitch with its wrap, then wrap and turn. So that would complete row 36. So row 37 now. We are going to purl 7. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Move the marker over, knit 2 and purl the remaining stitches. So that's row 37. Right, row 38. We want to slip 1 and knit 2 and then create our knit right increase, then knit 33, so that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 31, 32, 33. Knit left, so create your left leaning increase and knit 4 to the marker. Continue to knit 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Knit the next stitch with its wrap. And then wrap and turn. So that's row 38. Row 39, I want you to purl 8 to the marker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we're going to knit 2. And then purl the balance of the row. So this is the left bra. We need to just place that on hold just for a moment because we next need to create a right bra section. This is one I've made earlier, and then on row 40 we'll merge the 2 left and right panels together. So in order to create the right bra panel, you follow rows 1 to 13 exactly as the left bra, so it's exactly the same. Now rows 14 to 39 do become slightly trickier in that the armhole shaping will occur at the beginning of the row instead of the end, so that's where those double increases occurred, remember. And the cleavage shaping occurs at the end of the row. So with that in mind, remembering to reflect your right bra panel so that we have something like this, we can then move on to row 40, which will involve merging the 2 bra pieces together.